If you want a simple and organized way to track your reading without juggling multiple apps or complicated tools, you're in the right place. Managing your books, reading habits, and goals should feel clear and motivating, not overwhelming. In this tutorial, I'll walk you through exactly how to set up and use your ultimate book tracker in Google Sheets, step by step. You'll learn how each section of the template works, from setting up your preferences and customizing genres, to tracking books, managing your wish list, building reading habits, and visualizing your progress across dashboards, calendars, and galleries. For this walkthrough, we'll be using the light mode version of the template. You can adjust the zoom level in Google Sheets at any time to fit your screen and make the text easier to read. Feel free to try a few settings to find what works best for you. If you haven't grabbed your template yet, you'll find the link in the description below. You can also use the chapter timestamps to jump to any section of the tutorial at any time. Alright, let's get started with the README tab. The README tab is your starting point for getting the most out of your book tracker. Think of it as your quick reference guide. Here, you'll find links to relevant learning resources to help you get familiar with your tracker and help you get started in minutes. Important details about spreadsheet access and protected tabs. A link to create a fresh copy of the template anytime you need a clean version. And the step-by-step written instructions with examples and screenshots you can directly review from this tab. Anytime you're unsure what to enter or how the book tracker works, come back here for guidance. Once you're familiar with the template, you can hide this tab to keep your workspace clean. To hide, right-click the tab name and select Hide Sheet. You can always unhide it later by clicking the 3 menu, selecting README, and making it visible again if you need a refresher. You may also notice a Backend tab, which is hidden by default. This tab contains the formulas that power the entire sheet. Do not delete or edit this tab, as doing so may break the template. Now, let's move on to the Setup tab. The Setup tab is where you customize all the key settings that power your book tracker. This is the foundation of the entire system. Once it's set up, all drop-downs, automations, and dashboards will automatically pull data from here. Let's walk through it step by step. In Step 1, Locale and Time Zone, we'll make sure dates and times display correctly. Go to File, then click Settings. Under the General tab, select your locale and time zone, then click Save and Reload. Once that's done, check the box to mark this step as complete. This ensures all trackers, dashboards, and date-based calculations stay accurate. Step 2. Choose the currency you want to use. This currency will be applied across the spreadsheet to display book purchase prices, totals, and summaries. In Step 3, automation helps reduce manual work by automatically copying purchase books from your wish list into your book tracker, while also keeping a safe archive in the Backend tab. When automation is on, purchase books from the Wishlist tab are automatically added to the book tracker, a reminder note is added in the wishlist, and the book details is archived in the backend. When automation is off, nothing moves automatically. You stay in full manual control. Next, in Step 4, you can set your reading goal. This lets you track how many books you want to finish by the end of the year. Your goal appears across multiple tabs and is reflected in the dashboard, so you can monitor progress over time. Finally, in Step 5, let's personalize your tracker. Start by listing your genres and subgenres. Cells highlighted in orange indicate duplicate names. Simply remove one of the duplicates where needed. We recommend keeping your list under 50 genres or subgenres for best performance. You can also customize keywords and tags. Use these to track tropes, themes, or any specific attributes you care about while reading. Lastly, set your book formats. We've included a few common defaults, but feel free to add more formats as needed. All of these settings automatically power drop-downs across the spreadsheet. And that's it, your setup is complete. You're now ready to start managing your books and tracking your reading habits. Next, we'll move on to the Book Tracker tab. The Book Tracker tab is where you keep track of all the books you own, read, listen to, and finish. Think of it as your personal reading log and library manager. Most of the other tabs in the template sync directly with this tab. As you add information, dates, progress, and dashboard statistics update automatically. You can track and review up to 5,000 books in this tab. There are 2 ways to log books in this tab. The first is by adding book details manually by scrolling to the next available empty row and filling in the details. The second is via the Wishlist tab, where you log books you want to buy and move them to the tracker once purchased, manually or automatically. We'll review that workflow in the next section. For now, let's focus on how to log books manually in the Book Tracker. In the Book Details section, begin by entering the book title and author. Next, select the genre and subgenre. These drop-down options come directly from your customization in the Setup tab. If the book is part of a series, enter the series name and the book number within that series. Then select the book format, such as physical book, digital, or audiobook. These options also come from the Setup tab. Next, paste the URL of the book cover. We recommend using .jpg image links. A simple way to do this is to go to Amazon and search for the book. Click on the book image. Open the image in a new tab. Copy the image URL from the address bar. Once pasted into the cover link column, the book cover will automatically appear in the first column on the left. Next, select the source of the book. You can track books you own, books you borrowed, and books that are pending publication. You can also add who recommended or referred the book to you. This is especially useful for book clubs, friends' recommendations, or social media suggestions. Next, enter the cost of the book and the selling price, if applicable. Based on the source you select, some cells will automatically turn blue, meaning you don't need to fill them in. For example, if you borrowed a book, you won't be able to sell it and will need a return date. Or if a book is pending publication, you can enter a release date so you never miss it. Add a return date and release date when they apply. The next section focuses on your reading progress. We recommend updating this regularly, as it powers calendars, dashboards, and visual book galleries across the template. Start by selecting a priority for the book. Then enter the start date and the finish date. If you started a book but didn't finish it and don't plan to return to it, simply check the DNF option. DNF stands for Did Not Finish. Based on your inputs, the status column updates automatically according to 5 preset statuses: not started, reading, listening, finished, or DNF. Next, track either pages or listening time. The system automatically detects whether the book is written or audio based on the format you selected. However, you can choose to track listening time even for physical or digital books if you prefer. We recommend picking one method per book, either pages or listening time, for the most accurate stats. Once entered, the progress bar and percentage will update automatically. The final section is for reviews and notes. Here you can write personal notes or a short synopsis of the book, or add your favorite quotes. Then you can rate the book. The tracker lets you rate each book using a star rating and a spice level, so you can capture both how much you loved it and the overall vibe of the story. And last, add up to 3 tags per book. Tag options come from the Setup tab. Any duplicate tags will be highlighted in orange to help keep things clean. At the top of the book tracker, you'll see summary insights that update automatically as you log books and progress. These include total books and series logged, number of genres, total value of your library, book format distribution, progress toward your reading goal. comparisons to last year, pages read or listening time, and average ratings and top tags. These insights give you an at-a-glance view of your reading habits. Next, we'll move on to the Wishlist tab. The Wishlist tab is where you plan, organize, and prioritize the books you want to purchase and read next. Think of it as your reading pipeline, from ideas and recommendations to purchases and upcoming releases. This tab connects directly with the book tracker and dashboard. In the main table, each row represents one book. You can log up to 2,000 books. Start by entering the URL link of the book cover. You can revisit the process we have done for the book tracker, going to Amazon to search the book title and to get the JPEG image of the book. Then enter the book title and author. Select the genre and subgenre. Enter a series name and book number, if applicable. Next, assign a priority. Then select the format. Enter the price and the date you added this book to the wish list. If your book isn't out yet, enter the release date. When you purchase a book, you can add the date you bought it and mark it as bought by, ticking the box in the first column. Use the notes column to add reminders, record who recommended the book, leave comments, or anything else. When you set automation on in the Setup tab, books marked as bought get automatically copied into the book tracker. You'll see a small confirmation message once the book has been moved. A note added to Book Tracker is added to the Notes section. And a copy of the purchase book details is added in the Backend tab. Hide the purchase book from the list as you move them to the tracker. On the left side, you'll see a visual grid of books to purchase. This panel updates automatically as you enter books in the wishlist table. This view is great for browsing, inspiration, and quickly spotting what to purchase and read next. You can check the box to show purchase book or leave it unchecked if you only want to see books you haven't purchased yet. This gives you the flexibility to focus either on upcoming reads or your full wishlist history. At the top of the wish list, you'll see a summary overview of your library and purchase plans. Here you can quickly see total number of books in your wish list. How many books are still to buy? How many have been purchased? How many are to be released? The total wish list cost. How much you've already spent? And how much is still left to purchase? These numbers update automatically as you add books or mark them as purchased. And that's the Wishlist tab. The Books Gallery tab is a visual way to explore your entire library. It turns your book tracker data into a clean, browsable gallery so you can quickly search books, track progress, and rediscover what to read next. Everything you see here is automatically powered by the book tracker. There is no manual entry required on this tab. At the very top, you'll see a Search a Title field. Use this to quickly find a specific book. The gallery will instantly display detailed information, including the book cover, priority, title, author, genre, subgenre, format, source, cost, and selling price, if applicable. On the right side, you'll find the book notes, ratings, tags, reading status, page count or listening time, depending on the book format, and a visual progress indicator. Below you'll find multiple filters, so you can explore your library from different angles. You can filter books by genre, subgenre, author, reading status, or ratings. You can combine filters to narrow results even further. As you narrow down your search, total number of results and visual gallery automatically update. Next, we'll move on to the Digital Bookshelves tab. The Digital Bookshelves tab is a visual, immersive way to explore your library. It transforms your reading data into realistic bookshelf views, so your collection feels like a true personal library rather than a spreadsheet. This tab is fully automated, and everything you see is powered by the book tracker. At the top, you'll find several controls that let you change how books appear on the shelves. Use the Shelf View drop-down to decide what comes first on the shelves. For example, you can show top-rated books first, books you read this year, top genres first, or books ordered by reading status, with to-be-read books appearing first. Next, choose how books are arranged within the shelves. You can arrange books alphabetically, by title, or by priority, with must-read books first, or keep the original order from the book tracker. Use the Show Finished Books Only checkbox if you want to focus exclusively on books you've finished. This is especially useful when revisiting favorites or reviewing what you've already read. Books are placed on the shelves based on their index number, following the view and arrangement options you selected. This tab is perfect when you want to visually browse your library, rediscover forgotten books, and enjoy an aesthetic overview of your collection. Next, let's head to the Reading Habits tab. The Reading Habits tab is where you can track your day-to-day reading and listening activity and see how consistent you are over time. This tab focuses on habits, streaks, and progress toward your activity goals, rather than your book count goal. At the top, start by entering the year you want to review. Just below that, you'll see an overall progress summary. This section shows your total reading activity completed versus your yearly goal. A split between reading and listening progress. How many reading and listening sessions are completed? How many are left? And your longest streaks. You can also view your habit progress versus goals over time and compare your daily activity to what you planned, making it easy to spot trends, peaks, and slower periods throughout the year. The Yearly Habits section is broken down month by month. This is the only section of the tab that you edit. For each month, start by entering your reading and listening goals for the month, then tick every day you've completed a reading or listening session. On the right side, you'll see a monthly progress summary to monitor your daily progress versus your goals. On the left side, you can view your weekly progress for the current month, drill down into the current month's activity, and see how close you get to your monthly goals for that month. This makes it easy to understand not just if you're reading, but how regularly you're doing it. This tab is perfect when you want to build a daily reading habits, stay accountable to weekly and yearly goals, identify patterns in your reading behavior, and celebrate streaks and milestones. Next, we'll move on to the Calendar tab. The Calendar tab gives you a time-based view of your reading activity. It helps you see when you start or finish a book, return borrowed books on time, never miss a book release, and view how consistently you're building your reading habit for a specific month. Start by selecting the year, the month, and the week start day. The calendar refreshes instantly to match your selection, and each day shows what happened on that date, including books you started, books you finished, books that need to be returned, and titles that are scheduled to be released. Colors and icons make it easy to understand the activity at a glance. You can always refer to the legend to see what each indicator means. The mini calendar view helps you quickly spot gaps in your reading habits, busy reading weeks, your yearly reading goal, and how many reading days you've completed so far. Below that, you can use the Notes section for personal reminders, writing quotes, or anything else relevant to you. On the right side, you'll see a quick activity summary showing the longest reading and listening streaks for the selected month. This comes from your Reading Habits tab. Below, you'll find two helpful sections. The Book Releases section lists books that are scheduled to be released during the selected month, so you never miss an upcoming release, and the Books to Return list along with their due dates. Both sections help you plan ahead and stay organized. Next, let's move to the Dashboard tab. The Dashboard tab gives you a complete, high-level overview of your entire template. It brings together data from your book tracker, Wishlist, reading habits, and calendar into one place, so you can quickly understand your progress, trends, and preferences. Everything on this tab updates automatically. At the top, you'll see a snapshot of your library. This section shows your total number of books, how many series you're tracking, and the total value of your owned books. You'll also see a breakdown of books you own, books you borrowed, and books pending publication. This gives you an instant sense of the size and composition of your library. Next, you'll see charts that break down your collection by format and genre, and a split between standalone books and series, making it easy to spot patterns in your reading preferences. You'll also find a ratings distribution showing how your books are rated overall, along with your average rating. This section helps you understand not just what you read, but how much you enjoy it. The reading status section shows how your books are distributed across their status, and alongside this, you'll see key metrics, such as total pages read, listening time, and averages. You can also view your book's priority distribution, a shelf of your best-rated books, which is a great way to revisit your favorites. Next, the monthly progress table shows how many books you started and finished each month this year, compared to your yearly goal, and visualizes finished books over time. This makes it easy to see whether you're pacing ahead, on track, or behind. In the Best of section, you'll see personalized highlights such as your best reading month, your most common format, your favorite genre and subgenre, who recommends books to you the most, and your most used tag. These insights help turn your data into meaningful reflections. In the latest finished books section, view your 3 most recently finished reads. A gallery of books still to be read, which can filter by genre and format. And your wishlist list of upcoming books to purchase. This helps you balance future plans with current progress. And that's it. You now have a complete system to organize your books, track your reading habits, and see your progress clearly all in one place. From logging books and managing your wish list to building consistent reading habits and visualizing your library, everything is designed to work together automatically. If you ever want to revisit a section, you can use the chapter timestamps below or open the guide directly inside your spreadsheet to follow along at your own pace. If you haven't grabbed your copy yet, you'll find the link in the description below. We hope this tracker brings you clarity, motivation, and a little extra joy every time you open it. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. We're always happy to help. Thanks for watching, and happy reading!